Discover how extreme positive leverage can amplify your returns when borrowing costs are lower than alternative investment returns. We'll compare two investment strategies, buying a property with all cash versus using leverage and investing remaining capital in bonds. Let's establish our assumptions for this comparison. We start with $100,000 in capital. The property appreciates at an exceptional 15% annually. We can borrow at 6% interest only. Alternative investments in bonds yield 9% annually. We'll analyze returns over a 10-year period. The all-cash scenario benefits from full property appreciation, while leverage splits between mortgage cost and bond returns. First, let's calculate returns for the all-cash purchase strategy. We invest the full $100,000 in the property. After 10 years, the property value equals initial investment times 1.15 to the power of 10. The property grows from $100,000 to $405,000 over 10 years with 15% annual appreciation. The final property value is $404,556. The net gain equals $304,556. This gives an annualized return of exactly 15%, matching the appreciation rate. Now let's analyze the leverage strategy combined with bond investments. We put down $20,000 as a 20% down payment. We borrow $80,000 at 6% interest. We invest the remaining $80,000 in bonds earning 9%. We split our capital, $20,000 in property equity and $80,000 in bonds, while borrowing $80,000 for the property. After 10 years, our property equity equals final value minus loan balance, giving us $324,556. Over 10 years, we pay $48,000 in interest on the mortgage. Subtracting interest, our net property position is $276,556. Our bond investment grows to $189,389. We combine property net position and bond value to calculate total returns. The bond profit equals $109,389. Our total net gain is $385,945. This gives an annualized return of 15.04%. Let's compare both strategies side by side. The leverage strategy produces $385,945 versus $304,556 for all cash. The leverage strategy generates an extra $81,389 in profit. The key advantage comes from positive arbitrage between borrowing and investing. We borrow at 6%. We invest at 9%. The arbitrage spread is 3% on the $80,000 not tied up in property. This 3% spread on $80,000 creates a superior return over 10 years. However, leverage comes with additional risks that must be considered. The leverage strategy requires a fixed, $800 annual mortgage payment, regardless of market conditions. The all-cash strategy has no mandatory payments, providing more flexibility during downturns. Leverage increases returns, but also increases risk through mandatory debt payments. Let's summarize the key insights from this comparison. Using leverage with bond investments generated $81,389 more profit than all cash. The 3% positive spread between borrowing costs and investment return was the key driver. Remember that higher returns come with higher risk from fixed debt payments. Positive leverage is most powerful when borrowing costs are lower than alternative investment returns,